All right, so still working with a little bit of how to succeed in evil here. This is a speech. The mayor is giving a speech and he's announcing something. So there's an interesting thing just a couple of sentences down, but I want to correct this stuff first. I think you could make that one word. I mean, you can have a poetic license, but I think it needs to be one word for the gag here, right? So it is. I announced the superpowered arrest and violence interdiction task force. Save it, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, let the word go forth. We will purge this scourge from our fair city, and neither I nor these brave professionals will rest until we do. All right, so we're getting to the thing here. At this, the members of the task force shuffled onto the dais. There were four of them, but because of the angle, only three were visible to the press. Um, I think it needs to be because of the high angle. The height of the dais. The mayor introduced each of them in turn, but when he got to Topper Hagelblatt, the cries of "Who?" and "Let us see him" went up from the press. So if you're not familiar with the book, no reason particularly why you should be. I would like for you to read it, but Topper's very short. So we get to this sentence right here, which is sort of the whole point of why I wanted to talk about this. Hoping that the shaking in his knees didn't show, Topper walked in front of the podium and was surprised that a ragged cheer went up from the media. Now, there's a bunch of ways to order this, right? And you're always asking yourself, so the simplest thing is Topper maybe stepped in front of the podium. So hoping that his shaking knees, like that's, so it's shorter, but it's also clearer. So I've got this image of the knees shaking and then Topper stepping in front of the podium. So we're using that image to tell you his internal state rather than, hoping that the shaking in his knees didn't show. You see how that, I don't know. I don't know. It's just quicker and it's clearer. It's a cleaner image. And man, that's just everything that I'm trying to do when I try to fix something and make it work faster. And this is getting to be kind of long run-on-y sentence here. So I do stuff like this all the time in a first draft. It's because I'm just trying to get the image in my head and the bit of the story out, but it's just so much better if you correct it. All right, Mayor Thompson continued, as I was saying, a man diminutive in stature, but with the heart of a true hero, who was instrumental in stopping, doesn't need to be a comma there, Brainatar from poisoning you, me, everybody will be joining us as legal counsel. Topper threw a hand in the air and said, thank you, and then remembered to add, truthfully, I'm no hero. So the thing that's in my head here is through the arc of these, this very long novel or series of novellas, it's structured a little weird, Topper is discovering his confidence in himself. So he's afraid, and we've got that in a microcosm as we start this new book. He's afraid at the beginning, and then he comes out and he has confidence again. Okay, so I put a little intro video up to explain sort of my method for editing, because I'm really just going to show examples, quick examples, like one a day from stuff that I'm working on. And you can see that video. That's called The Theory of Editing. That's on the channel. I will probably get around to putting a link on it, but right now I'm just too busy rewriting. So good luck, and I hope this was of some use.